All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page. Two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. Link for the memberships right over in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a whole lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing course. You could get a preview by clicking the link over there in the chat. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream, where the brothers meet once a week discussing very important, very vital, and powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. I want you to get over there, family, get a preview, and become a member, become a brother today. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank top, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out that catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com. Seti University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. There's not another website nowhere on the planet that could compare, compete, become a member today. And everybody know the General popping on Patreon. We got some file over there right now. You can go over there right now and get these hot meals, these gems, that soul food. We talking about Set, the first supreme deity of ancient Egypt. That's right, is over there waiting on you right now. The blue gin of black immortality, smoking. You feel what I'm saying? Smoking. And we also got Tree Magic of the Kemetic Vikings. We want you to get that work. We got over 500 exclusive live streams just like these. And so you know you stacked up with heavy mental. Get over there and become a patron today. To all the family out there donated to the General, appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Those who would like to donate, the link is right there in the chat. Please do. I appreciate you too. And also subscribe to all of my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that Black Power Cartel. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will bang your ass. Now, we got to ask the question, was the death of Malcolm Jamal Warner a sacrifice connected to Bill Cosby? See, the thing is, and we do have to look at this. You know what I'm saying? Because we know there's, with Bill and whatever, and we know his situation and, the trial and how they was blackballed throughout Hollywood. And Malcolm Jamal Warner did not throw Bill Cosby up under the bus because maybe it was something that he knew. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, but majority of the cast, I believe, it may be a couple of them. I didn't, I have to see, but I know particularly him, Felicia Rashad, and they stayed by Bill Cosby's side. You know what I'm saying? And so, to the extent that, they say they didn't, they could never know or whatever, and that they did not throw him under the bus and this, that, and the third. And that very well could have been a strike, for him, especially when the powers that be got a fucking crosshairs on the motherfucker. You see, if they got intentions on taking the motherfucker out, and they intend for the other members in Hollywood or in that league to be locked and step with, the initiative to take that individual out. Now, because, and so the one thing about, Bill Cosby is that he tried, to do some things in media that they did not like. He tried to buy, I believe, CBS at one point in time, and they did not like that. And it wasn't long after that where his son came up dead. Okay? His son came up dead. Not long after that. You see? And so, and the thing is about black people, we think it's always a goddamn conspiracy when it's reality. You see, because a lot of time motherfuckers just don't want to be responsible for the, putting motherfuckers on blast for the shit that they do to us. That's just like, they've been jumping on niggas forever. They've been whooping niggas' ass forever. And just recently, for real, where you could get one or two of them that could go to jail for whooping a nigga or killing somebody. Back in the day, they was whooping niggas with impunity. You would whoop a motherfucking nigga and it wouldn't even make the goddamn the news. That wasn't nothing. They was whooping niggas all over the city. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, shit, that was, that came with the territory. Motherfuckers all, if you hit and they jumped out, you could get your ass whooped. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's not a conspiracy that they been kicking ass. They been doing that. Bust your head up and leave your ass in the alley some damn way. And so we got to quit thinking everything is a damn conspiracy, especially when it comes to these entertainers. Now, it's crazy to me that when they blackball Bill Cosby, they blackball everybody on the show. They blackball everybody on the show. You see what I'm saying? So, it was the #1 show on TV for many, many years. You feel me? They was #1 on white balled them. That too. White balled them. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even want to say that. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, they banned them across syndication. And so everybody who has spent their life into the show, they lost money. They lost millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now the crazy thing that as I'm gonna play the video, that it's been all type of motherfuckers in Hollywood that's been accused, been convicted, and of all type of shit. And they, it's usually the black ones that get, where, they lose syndication and all of that shit. But the white ones seem to still be up there. The white ones seem to be up there. Woody Allen, even the motherfucker Harvey Weinstein, who fucking who had produced and produced so many movies. They ain't blackball his shit. His shit's still out there. You feel me? His shit's still out there. And so, but this is not, it's about being fair across the board. That's what it's about. Not per se for Bill Cosby, but the other people that put the work in it outside of him. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we got a crosshair on him, and y'all gonna have to ride out on his ass. You see, even though, this is y'all, this is the guy that brought y'all in and gave y'all an opportunity. See, they make you turn on your own. And like I say, we don't know what the fuck went on. Real talk. We don't. We don't know what, and I'm not saying one way or another. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers get to talking about 40 years and, like, man, when you gonna motherfucking tell, you know what I'm saying? niggas tell immediately. You understand what I'm saying? When motherfucker punch you, you ever been with little black kids? You hit one of them little, they gonna run straight to their mom. He hit me. He hit me. They ain't gonna goddamn wait. You know? Yeah, you motherfuckers waiting, and you know, it's just, when it comes to black entertainers, male, female, they always end up with your motherfucking catalog. You understand what I'm saying? We can finagle and say what for and why do they all, but do you see them ever end up with the cracker catalog? Notice that. I mean, just make it make sense when you do this shit. Make it make sense. They never end. I'm gonna tell you a motherfucker. You say he was a, yeah, whatever he was. Bill Cosby was before my time. You see what I'm saying? He was before my time. So I didn't catch up to Bill Cosby until the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? And that was, you know, I've seen other movies and shit, but that shit was 60s and 70s and shit. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't, like I said, I didn't get into into the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? So whatever was going on before that, I'm not hip to that. I seen he had movies with Sidney Poitier and Fat Albert. I didn't even get into Fat Albert, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's the Fat Albert, man. Fuck that shit. You understand what I'm saying? They on there, I don't want to hear all that. You understand what I mean? And he was sitting there. I got on Bill Cosby a time back, though, when he was doing that. He went to talking about black people, you know, and they want to be ghetto and shit and all this and talking about English. And he on Fat Albert, I'm like, man, what the fuck is that, nigga? You in there with a goddamn character and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some goddamn, you know, some I'm like, man, what the fuck is you doing? You up here got some bullshit ass character up there with that ain't even broken English. That motherfucker sound like he retarded. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was retarded. But anyway, you know, they just seem to always end up with the motherfucking catalog. And I was looking, you know, I wasn't keeping up with Malcolm Jamal, you know. I see him and shit. And I mean, we grew up on Bill Cosby. That was, like I say, that was the, you know, back then, that was the shit. You know what I'm saying? That was the #1 fucking show in the United States and across the board. So when that shit came on, everybody and their mama and daddy and everybody was there watching that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody, even the goddamn white people was watching the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you got kind of connected to the characters and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like you was damn near part of the family. You know, so, you know, you wish them well, you know, because it wasn't no fuck. It was a middle class, upper middle class family showing black people doing well, having problems, getting through the problems, working the shit out. So really it was therapeutic to see some shit where it wasn't no ghetto shit. It wasn't fucking boys in the hood. Yeah, say never could dance, sir. No, you own some Parliament shit, man. Yeah, you on that goddamn, you on that damn Funkadelics and shit. That's some crazy shit. Them motherfuckers crazy. You go back and rewind that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Them was some weird old motherfuckers too when you go back and watch them and shit. Yeah, fucking George Clinton and goddamn what's his name, man? Them motherfuckers was crazy, man. You go back and look at what the fuck they, man. Shit, leave their ass alone too. But you know, and you know that didn't really sit well. That you know that they were trying to you could see the hate that today is wide open because today you got fucking internet, motherfucker got TikTok, they got all that shit, and to show black people in that kind of light, you know these Neanderthals did not like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a majority of them motherfuckers wasn't living like that. They was aspiring but they really wasn't living like that. They was living a lie. A lot of black people was doing a lot better than a whole lot of white people, and they did not like that. That shit was up there in their face, and they did not like that. And it was aspiring for motherfuckers to see families like that. And you know what? They, give them some inspiration to, hey, man, this is what a functioning family look like. And so we have to look at that. They don't want that. They don't want that. That's why in the fact that they could take the shit off, and here it is, motherfucker, here this motherfucker, Donald Trump, and he in deep. He in motherfucking deep. And he can still skate around this motherfucker, do all the say the shit that he say out in the open, cold-blooded, and they don't do shit. They don't do a motherfucking thing. You feel what I'm saying? They push that shit when they ready to do and all. And I'm not legitimizing shit. If you doing some wild shit, you deserve whatever the fuck you got coming to you. I don't give a fuck who you is. You see? But do they make up shit on our people? They do it all the motherfucking time. They do it all the motherfucking time. Been doing it. We watching the motherfucking movie where the police keep them a throwaway gun on the in their car and shit. Keep them a little sack. You understand what I'm saying? Go straight to your motherfucking car, throw that motherfucker in there and charge you for it. Man, come on, this shit old. I'm not about to sit here and go over this shit. When they get ready for a motherfucker, that's why a lot of them motherfuckers go into Hollywood. They, you know what I'm saying? They so dumb that they go in there and they get to doing shit that the Neanderthals is doing, and they got your ass on camera. They got something on your ass, and when they ready and tired of your ass, they gonna bring that shit up. They gonna pull that shit. They got your file, nigga. They got your number. You see, this brother right here, they saying, man, it's a suspicious death. You see, it's a suspicious death. I don't even know how the hell the man was over there. Anyway, anytime you go, I seen one video where the reporter went up to right when you go on to the beach where he supposedly passed. They got all type of signs and shit that say rip currents and this, that, and the third and shit. And you know what? I was looking at some of his videos and before he passed, and he was like, you know what I'm saying? You could tell when somebody is concerned about some shit. You see, even when he was talking about his daughter, and he said, my daughter's birthday, and he put I got the one. It's in the Hulk Hogan thing. I got it in there. It's in there. Just look on there. It's coming up. You see what I'm saying? But he didn't look. He looked concerned. You see what I'm saying? He looked concerned. It didn't look like he was doing well. Yeah, it didn't look like he was doing well. Yeah, I was in the internship. That's right. Everybody was trying to get the Bill Cosby sweaters and shit and look like they was really, they was educated, they was educated and shit. Yeah, educated and shit and all of that. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to look, and we're going to look off into it deeper. Because, I seen he did the video where he was talking about the black greats and shit and this, and he wasn't showing his family. Now, I made a joke, a lot of people say that, was he not showing his family because he was concerned about some shit? Because when you look in his eyes, you could tell that, listen, everybody been there. The man was looking like it was some shit on his mind, that he could have been in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, that he could have been in some shit. And they were saying that, last couple of videos, he was kind of emotional and shit and this, that, and the third. And, he was going through some things. And so, you have to be, you have to do some, some digging and shit to see what the fuck it really is, because they've been doing some crazy shit to our people. You feel me? Especially when you got paper and when you're influential. That's key. When you can influence. You say, I watch Bill because I have 6 sisters. Yeah. Because you have 6 sisters. What, they watch it? Why, Ray? Because your sisters watched the Bill Cosby. That's the only reason why. Ray, you kind of look like Bill Cosby. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But anyway, it is what we want to look off into it. Yeah, laugh. Yeah, that nigga Ray look like Bill. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're gonna most definitely on the next video, we're gonna look into it. I'm digging. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see what the fuck, it could have been. I'm listening and shit, and I kind of figured, because I felt, even though I didn't say nothing, no, I just wanted to give my condolences, but I could look in his eyes. Them last videos, you could see that his eyes, either something was there, something was going on in his world, and I don't know if it caught up with him down there in Costa Rica, whatever it is. We need to know about it and shit, because the brothers, pretty much was one of the only ones in the whole fucking industry that didn't get caught up in no bullshit, and you didn't hear nobody really talking shit about him. You know what I'm saying? Most people, and that's why most people is sending condolences out to him. And, a lot of people is sending, because he didn't have no bullshit going on with him. And so that's almost rare. Is not even the word. You know what I'm saying? Rare is not even the word. It's almost unheard of. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, a lot of them didn't get in trouble. And we talking about really and most of them, well, I ain't going to say most of them on the Cosby show, because it was about 50-50. So you say, yeah, it was pretty, yeah, they pretty, if you come up, in a sitcom like that, you kind of probably learn something. You got to learn something, even if you act it out. You feel what I'm saying? You probably have a certain level of influence on your real life. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, family, want to see if that, if this wasn't connected to Bill Cosby. You see, because they did murder his son, right after he, tried to buy CBS. And we want to see if this brother, maybe lost his life, man, because he didn't throw Bill Cosby under the bus when maybe he was, he was instructed to do so. You know what I'm saying? And then he go up here and he rapping about these black heroes, and you know what I'm saying? And trying to put some consciousness. He was most definitely talking about this rap shit and talking about how disgusting it is and how they disrespecting black culture, and that's the norm today. And he spoke out on that, which is very, you don't get a lot of people that's even speaking like that anymore. They didn't normalize it to the point where they don't even speak on it no goddamn more. So we gonna most definitely stay in tune, family. We be right black. Make sure you get over there. We got that fire on Patreon. I want you to get on over there. We got set the first supreme deity of ancient Egypt. That's right. We got the blue gin of black immortality, tree magic of the Kemetic Vikings. Get on over there and get that word, family. I'll be right black. You would say moms have the police in the house eating cakes and pastry. I used to hit the floor. Yeah. That was crazy. Now, we ain't doing none of that, Ray. You know we ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. You know when shit went too far. Yeah, that shit was way too far. We ain't doing none of that. Ain't no motherfucking, if motherfucker in your house, motherfucker, they putting your ass in cuffs, beating you on the head with the baton. That's the only, ain't gonna be eating no pastries. All right, family, I'll be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.